Well, welcome into Flying with Mike tonight. We are getting a flight underway out of Mickey World. You all know that place, Disney World, located Orlando, Florida. And we're getting ready to head on down to Miami, Florida, South Beach, and all of the fun that, well, whatever goes on in Miami, I think stays in Miami. Oh, wait, that's Vegas. But anyway, got a short hop, nice flight for y'all tonight. I hope y'all enjoy. We are in the LevelUP 737 with, mark your calendars, folks, the latest, greatest, updated Zebo files. Yeah, we haven't flown with them in a while. Updated, that is. So we'll get into all of that here shortly. But I just thought I'd chime in here and see how your Tuesday's going. Yeah, that day we don't really have a name for. We have Monday, I guess Tuesday kind of is that. Tomorrow is hump day. It's when we get over the hump and the weekend stares us down. And then Thursday's Friday Eve, so you know the week is just about done, and most of us are shot by Friday. So hey, why not we just call Tuesday a kind of day? So, all right. So welcome in. We're at Gate 56 here at Orlando's International Airport, here in Orlando. Mickey World, it's somewhere out there, along with Universal and anything and everything else that hides here. So hope y'all are ready. I don't know if we have center anymore. Reason being, I didn't get a code. Nope, we don't. So all we have is tower to deal with. I had a feeling they may go MIA. You like that little pun? Yeah, pun intended. Yeah, KMIA, by the way, for those of you that needed the help. So, you know, I can't tell if that's what's painted on this plane. It's got to be a shadow from somewhere. Wow. All right. Well, the music's winding down and we're winding up to head to Miami. Give it about 10 seconds here. All right. So again, LevelUP 737. Why? Oh, you know, I hate when I do that. You know what? We're just going to do this. Oh, for me, it's a bother. For you, you don't hear it. There we go. Good. The music started up in my ears again. You know, it's all those different voices going on in my head. You disregard that guy behind the microphone. Oh, but anyway, kind of lost train of my thought. Oh, we're into LevelUP 737 NG. Now, why they specify it that way, that's because with it, you get the 600, the 700, 800, 900, and 900 ER. I don't think I missed any. Oh, did I forget to mention it's free? I always do. Yeah. Yeah, I can, yeah, and you're about to be wowed by it because, well, Zebo has a hand in it, and Zebo 737 800 is free also. Yeah. Why? I don't know, but, you know, hey, eye candy, I guess, outside the aircraft, more important than the aircraft and how much it costs. Anyway, so yeah, now why the LevelUP today instead of going Zebo, which I personally would, when it's the 800, I like going with it. Zebo, unless you've changed something and I haven't read it in your change log. That dynamite sounds here in LevelUP, just dynamite. Unbelievable. Boy, you put that in Zibo. Whoa, you probably won't get me flying this plane much. Maybe the 700 or the, I don't know about the 900. We've had troubles with it. Not flyability, just this guy's flyability of it. We've had some troubles with it. So if you don't mind, we're going to get up in the cockpit and get the show on the road. But yeah, the Level Up comes with the 6, the 7, 800, 900, a 900 ER. This is stage 1. Who knows what stage 2 has in store for us? But like I said, you are going, and I will do my best to get us those sounds when they occur. All right, so let's get to work. Let's bring Sim Toolkit in here, and let's get a flight in. Why don't we? Come on. Hey, why don't y'all join me here on VATSIM? We're sitting, you see the number in front of us. There's 154, 55. Hey, come join us to Miami. It's just a short 300, not even 300 miles, I don't think. We'll look at though when we get there. Sim Toolkit's up. Payload will be 26,200. Block fuel will be 12,851 pounds. We're going to fly with 131 people and no cargo. So today's route is real easy to put into an FMC, Danny. And then we have the Danny 3 for takeoff and the Coastal 3 for the arrival. Now, SimBrief's being a little smarty pants, putting us on runway 12. We're going to look at the ATIS and find out here in a minute. Speaking of, let's go to the weather. Weather here in Orlando. It's going to be chilly, folks. I hate to break it to you, but I brought your mucklucks down too, and your scarves and your mittens and all of your heavy winter gear, because it's a little cold here. And make sure you're wearing it, because the natives may try to steal it from you. No, because it's cold to them down there. Them folk down there aren't used to this, and them snowbirds are going, hey, it's not supposed to do this down here. What's going on? It actually snowed in some places that haven't seen snow in quite a while, like Tampa. So, wow. All right, winds are out of the southeast, 160 at 10 miles of visibility. And we got a few clouds up to 11,000. Well, I screwed up. It's actually up to 30,000. Temperature here, for those of you in the Celsius world, God help you. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? No. Welcome aboard. 12 degrees Celsius. Those of us in the States where it's sane with the temperature, sorry, couldn't resist. 53. Call it 54 to be optimist. So yeah, these folks are not used to these kinds of temperatures. Funny story, I went down to Miami many years ago in the truck. It was wintertime, and of course we Northern Yankees just love getting into Florida to get our tail feathers warmed up. Boy, I was looking forward to at least a layover of a day or two. Dispatch said that isn't happening. But anyway, I roll in, and it's kind of temperatures like this. I'm still in shorts, T-shirt, ready to jump out and have a great time, because I've been running in kind of cold air like we were now. The people around me were in parkas, and I just went, huh? They were in parkas in 53-degree weather. I was like, oh my gosh. I can see 53 below zero, yeah, but 53. I was like, oh my gosh. So, you know, I don't mean to poke fun at them. I get it. They're cold. Their heat is non-existent because normally they don't need heat, or it's very weak at best. However, Their air conditioning is killer. It's gonna make you an ice cube in their house, and rightly so because of how hot and humid it is. Conversely, take Green Bay, Wisconsin, or well, please, and they don't have air conditioning. Why? Well, a lot don't. Why? Because it's usually not that hot there. There was a case once that happened that was bad, but their heater will blow you out of your house, how hot it can make you. Again, very cold, and same with Canada and going north. I say all of that. While I was driving the truck, we had a massive heat wave here in the States, and Chicago had something like 400, 500, 600 people killed in the heat wave. Why? Because they don't have air conditioning. So that gives you, a battle of the different parts of the country. Anyway, I digress. We'll get back on track. So, yeah, these folks are cold. They're not used to it, and many are saying, I didn't sign the contract on my condo for this. We don't have an ATIS. Doggone it. Well, we do. We just can't see it here. Winds are northeasterly, 030 at 4, 10-mile visibility, scattered layer around 5,000, and it is 62 degrees. So you can still find some of that Floridian heat down in Miami. Elsewhere, get ready for the cold. Good thing is we won't need to de-ice. Now, you want to talk about an area that got walloped: Charlotte, Atlanta, Raleigh, Greensboro. I mean, they got walloped this week with snow. These are people also not accustomed to the amount of snow that came. On top of, under that snow is a lot of ice still. So, those folks are really and it's cold on top of it, obviously. So, yeah. So there's the weather, folks, and it's just not a pretty sight. And good news. Okay, I'm going to throw a little good news out there. 2 days above freezing, 2 days above normal in the last 16 to 17, 18 days here in St. Louis. Those of you east of us, it's coming. We're also looking at next week in the 50s for highs. It's coming. Hopefully it will get to you all. Hopefully there's not something blocking and all of that. That unfortunately does happen. But anyway, so here we are up in Orlando. Here's Miami. And it looks like the tower decided to go run for the hills. Yeah, he heard that flying with Mike characters coming, so I guess they ran for the hills. All right, you know what? I meant to do this in the music and did not do it. Bear with me a second. And it's what I normally forget, VATSIM radar. I'm just bringing it up right now. All right, and let me go ahead and get its own Vinda. Okay, let's get this plane ready to go. Quick note, I'm going to pull up charts real quick. We're going to look at the ATIS here. It sounds like we're shooting north. I think that's what I just heard. Let me double. Oh, I'm wrong. We're shooting south. Hey, that helps us out. All right. So as you can see, information. By the way, this is real world. So if you check it, this is what you would hear broadcasting. Okay, there's our 160 at 4, 10 mile, and all the few clouds and all of that. Departing. Expect runway assignment with digital clearance. Wow. So we're going to depart, which side are we on? 1-8? I think we're on the 1-8 side. Yeah, we're on the 1-8. So we'll go departing 1-8 left, 1-7 right. Oh, both of the 1-8s, so we don't have to, you know, we don't have to fight for a runway. Fight, fight, fight. All right, down in Miami again, the arrival looks like 8 left, 8 right, and 1-2. So, which runway do I want? Let me take a look real quick. Let's do 8 right. That'll dump us closer to our terminal. All right, and that just for planning purposes, because that's where we're at. By the way, you can zoom the charts in to see what you need to see. So if you run into taxi issues, you could quickly come down and go, oh, I can do that. All right. And we'll get back to charts later. All right, let's get to work. We got a lot to do in a short time to do it. Hang on. Meant to do this. All right, here we go. Okay, electric engine controllers are on. Air is fine. LE device is fine. ELT and passenger oxygen guarded. And we're going to align. 6 minutes. Now, if you put it, here's that heading status I talked about last flight. If you put it here, you're going to get your minutes. Now, once you're aligned, then you get the heading and the status code. All right, we're in a line, so we'll go to nav. Whoa. Now, if we did not do that, you wouldn't be able to put your coordinates in. I'm not going to show it because we're going to stay in nav. Coming down. Okay, so we got 6 minutes just to make sure fuel pumps are off. Ground power. Hydraulics. Trim air. All right, we're set. Everything looks good here. Let's go and start plugging in the FMC. Okay, we want to enter our IRS position first. Let's make sure we're up to date here. January 22 to Feb 18, 26. That's good. This right here would not be visible if you didn't put it into nav. Next page. I think today's the 3rd. Yep, so we'll use the left side. How about we put in some airport? That airport stuff like KMCO. Now we'll go to the next page. Click. Click. Route. Click. Okay. Okay, we're good there. We're going to move over here real quick. Go to weight and balance, air side. Click over. Load it. All right, let me double check numbers. 131, zero fuel weight, 121, 243 looks good. 12,851 pounds of fuel looks good. Activate. Jetway comes in. And then we can back up to watch as things happen or continue with the flight. All right, let's see. Where'd we leave off? All right, so we're going to come down again. Yaw dampers off. Fuel. We'll begin fueling here. Now, unfortunately, I have not brought over the GSE pack for Zeebo here, so that's why you may not hear it or see like the fuel truck and all of that. So, sorry. Well, I'll be honest, I keep forgetting. Okay, cargo doors are open, forward entries open, and we will begin to board here shortly. As soon as we're fueled. And like I said, normally you'd see loaders, a fuel truck and all. I just haven't gotten around to it. All right. Meantime, let's request our flight plan. I also haven't loaded CPDLC because, quite frankly, I don't really fly a whole lot of flights over in Europe where it prevails. Although, if you didn't pay attention during when I was showing the ATIS in Orlando, runway assignment will come digitally. CPDLC, ACARS, name it, and that will. So, why won't they use it? They use the pre-departure clearance, but that's as far as they want to take it. Okay, and then we'll go, we're on route, next page, there it is, Danny 3. Hang on a second here, folks. All right, let's get cooking here. All right, so there's our route. Go back to our route. Departure, arrival, departure. Oh, did I want the right or the left? The left. On the Danny 3. And transition is Danny. Okay, execute. We'll see and make sure that works like it should. We're going to also departure arrive into Miami. And there we are planning 8 right. Let's just do the ILS. Coastal. D Danny. Execute. All right. Now if we go to legs. Oh wait, ILS. We gotta switch runways. 8, where are you? 8 right. Oh, I see what I was doing wrong. I was like, what do you mean 8 right is not available? Oh, sometimes it really does catch me off guard. Okay, and it was doing it again to me. I'm looking for it on the west side of Okeechobee Lake and forgot we're flying the east side. All right, so we're going to D Danny or Cape. Wait a minute. Is that a vector? Okay. Well, right now it's going to go away. It won't let me. Dang it. All right. Well, we'll just go direct UK as soon when we're ready. Okay. Next page. D Danny and then Creed. Espresso. Hang on. Checking the approach. Oh, I've done this before. Yepa, Resic, Bajota, Coastal, Yakko, Ziggy, Bonefish. I believe that's when we spend off to Fendi. Gucci, Bly, Preich, Dala. Whoop, 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 whoop. Went the wrong way. Sorry, folks. Bly, Ramani, Madonna, Tupac. Up. And then turn for the runway, Cobra, Lawn. And then runway, and then we're gonna hold at Barbara. Oh. Okay, so that all looks good. Legs look good. Go back to route. Now, let's see. We should be done fueling. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get my ACARS program running. All right, we've got the passengers coming on with the chime on. Get that up and going. And then we'll finish up the performance issues. Okay, APU's running. Let's get down here. I want to check. I thought I screwed up. I sure did. Let's go back to departure. 18 left. D Danny. Execute. Legs. Cap. UK. D Danny. Okay. Back to route. We'll do performance initialization and a request. Oh yeah, we got a load. All right, all it's going to do is just that load our data. 122.2, that looks good. All right, for today's flight, 7,000. Execute. By the way, the alternate for today's flight back up here to Orlando. Okay, everything else looks good. We're going for 23,000. That looks good. N1 limits. Our takeoff 2 at 51. And we'll just wait for it to tell us what they recommend. Climb 2 works for me. Takeoff, CG, next page. Runway, wind, calm. Okay, runway slope real quick. None. Runway heading 185. We're a dry runway. Next page. Flaps 5. Okay, so the numbers were increased to improve climb limits. So here they are, 1, 4, 3 for V1, 1, 4, 6, and 1, 5, 3. All right, so there's our speeds for us today. Over here, we'll click legs, come up here. How about we go here? 1, 5, 3, 6, 3. All right, in case ATC comes up, we have a top altitude of 7,000. At which, once we get close, we'll push over. Flight director's on. And folks, you know what? That is pretty much our cue that we're just about ready to go. Okay, let's see. There's your heading. There's your status code. There's your what you're always looking for. All right. We're just about ready. %. Y'all ready to go? $24.3. We're just about loaded. Oh, while we're waiting, this exclamation mark will tell you what your release says, what your flight model is for LevelUp, and what ZBO you're running. In our case, 23.
From the flight deck, one more border flight today. We're wrapping up the final.
They closed my door.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
All right, we're ready to go. What did Boyle Cliff want? Hang on a second. Okay, let's get to work here. Let's get the pushback tug in place.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Okay, packs. Fuel. All right, what Ball Clifford wanted
Okay, all
just
doors
to
and
know
hatches
when our
are
next
closed.
stream is.
Ready to connect.
Currently Friday. We may do one Thursday, but right now I don't know. But Friday will be our next stream. Planned for it around 1600 to 1700 Zulu, and you'll have to do the math. Sorry, folks. And we'll be heading from Singapore to Hong Kong for Clipper. Panning. So, all right, fuel pump on, or a hydraulic on. Any collision, auto throttle stays
Tow
off.
connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, make sure chocks are off. Actually, got a couple things to make sure of. Brakes off. Orlando traffic, American 1741 pushing back stand 56.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines. Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by. Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Alright, that was better pushback, and it is really a better pushback than the default, and it's free. So all you got to do is just add it to your plugins folder. Okay, they're disconnected. All right, there we go. All right, let's finish this up. AC/DC to, oops. And we'll go number 2 this time. Right, Orlando traffic, American 1741, taxi 218 left. All right, as indicated, we are taxiing out to 18 right. Got a little bit of traffic here, but no ATC at the moment. And we got a little bit of drizzle. But again, if you live east of St. Louis, good news, we've been above normal temperatures for the last 2 days. We're going to be below tomorrow, but then back up the rest of the week, and it looks like most of next week. So we hope that gets your way out east, especially the southeast hit so hard with snow and ice, and the northeast as well with a lot of snow. And hopefully these temperatures will help, especially those who've had heater problems. All right, let's do our before takeoff checks. Engine start switches to continues. Lost myself. There we are. Auto brake is at reject. Auto throttle armed. Landing lights will come on at the end. And we're ready to go. Lower ECAM. Oh, we got to do some checks here. Hang on. I find that if I don't do these, I could run into some issues where the aircraft kind of snaps about to the left. So I try to really focus and get these done. All right, let's get the other timer going. Again, Friday is our next scheduled flight, and hey, feel free to join us. 1700 Zulu. For those here in the States in the central U.S. time zone, that'll be around 11. Now, don't count me out of going early on this one. We're going from Singapore to Hong Kong. So look forward to you all joining us. We will be in the Fearless 747-200 for Pan Am. So, hope you enjoy it. But tonight, we're Mickey World to Miami. And that's all we're going to have time for tonight. So, unfortunately, it is a short flight. But I hope you all enjoy. Hey, you miss a flight or you want to see past flights? Head over to our YouTube channel. We've been on YouTube, better part of 4 years now. So give it a look, and you can find a lot of flights. I just had someone comment on a flight a couple of months ago, so that was pretty cool. So, and oddly enough, got a copyright strike from a flight 3 years ago. So that algorithm checks everything worse than Santa. You know, Santa checks everything twice. They're way off twice. All right, we're at the end of the runway. Orlando traffic. American 1741 lining up, runway 18 left for departure. Danny 3 departure. Okay, all checks complete. We're ready to roll it out of here. Flight attendants, take your seats for departure. Okay, cabin's ready.
drive right. Gear up.
American 1741 Orlando traffic over to Unicom. Alright, there you have it. We are now direct D Danny. Oh no, UK. Okay, we're on our way. Let's put up the how long it'll take. We are climbing out, folks. Hope you enjoyed that departure. We're just about 30 minutes out of Miami. So, hope you all enjoy. We're about 10,000 feet from top of climb. And as the arrival states, Coastal 3, yeah, we'll be coming down the east coast of Florida to Miami International. So, hope your week has gone well. Hope you had a great weekend. We did get a flight in, 2 flights yesterday. They're getting slowly put up to YouTube. The 767 to Boston is already up there in the Caravan sometime later this week, along with this one. So again, if you're interested in past flights with Flying with Mike, check our YouTube channel out. Hey, we are shooting for 1,000. We thought we might get it by Christmas, by New Year's. We're hoping this year to hit 1,000 subscribers. And we had one today. Thank you so much for subscribing. And hope you all enjoy the videos that we put up. We do not edit them, which probably is why it's taking me so long to bust 1,000. But you know, I have fun coming on here, just being among like-minded people that love aviation like I do. For those not familiar with me, I actually do have a private pilot's license. Obtained it back in 1983. Flew many hours, got about 300 hours on it, and life of a teenager, young adult, really hit me hard, and I got into where I just didn't know what I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to be a fighter pilot, thought I wanted to be a 747 pilot, actually really always did. But things were just not going my way, and I gave it up. And I wished I hadn't, but now it's money that's why I can't get back in the air. And that, you know, oh, the story of everyone's life. But I do have a private pilot's license. Now, by the grace of God, the flight sim has been a nice way to fly, even though I'm not flying, and it has helped to ease that. Been in the flight sim world since about 1999-2000, 26 years for those counting, and seen a lot from FS. I think it was 98, but it could have been 2000 I started with, all the way up to FSX, and after the 13 years we all endured of no new flight sims, and a new computer, I jumped to X-Plane. At the behest and pushing and prodding and kicking on my part and screaming, I've actually liked it. And thank you, Hawker, for the pushing and prodding. And I'm not going back to the other, to, as I call it, the dark side. Eye candy's one thing, but the flight dynamics here are just, I'm sorry.
Nothing to go.
Y'all are missing out on some fantastic flight dynamics just to be able to see your house. So I'm not into that. Plus I fly above the clouds. So guess what? I don't really see anything of any value below me. So, and I get you VFR guys. You're about the only one I would see there, but anyway, so I've stayed with X-Plane, and that's what you will see on these streams with Flying with Mike. Strictly X-Plane. The good and the bad. We've had some rough roads with some of these betas. Wow. Especially beta 2 in this current version, 4.0. That one took everyone, well, it took me at least for a whoa. And but you know, X-Plane has its reasons, and Laminar has really put together a fantastic flight simulator. The clouds, the weather has just been improving exponentially, as are the flight dynamics, just getting better and better with each release. They just updated in 4.0 the default A330 300. I mean to tell you, that is phenomenal plane. Highly recommend flying it. And by the way, it comes with the sim. You don't have to buy it. So just amazing. Plus, they've enhanced some sceneries. Just a really good job they've been doing. Would I like to see some American sceneries? Yes. But, you know, I'm happy where they put them, because I do fly the world and I will go find them. All right, so we're at top of climb. Why does it say 24? Hang on. Sorry about that, folks. That's why. All right, something about Tupac. Hang on, let me take a look at it. Where the heck is Tupac? Yeah, I still haven't found Tupac, so. Alright, so anyway, that's enough on me. So we're about ready to start down, so I hope y'all are enjoying. Like I said, this isn't a super long flight. SimBrief puts it in at 217 miles. So hey, welcome aboard, sir. So we'll get 200 miles in tonight and go from there. Now, if you're wanting to fly for a virtual airline, and what virtual airlines are is just a gathering under the banner of an airline, in this case American Airlines, and you like-minded people and all. If you're looking for one, now, if you know what you're doing, you know how to handle the plane and can get into some pretty tight constraints that the airline is putting on pilots, which, by the way, I enjoy. Many don't. And that's why they don't join. And you know what? They're free to do that. Try it out. www.virtual-aal.com. Alright, we're advised to descend via the Coastal 3. Arrival 3028 awaits us in Miami. Alright. Alright, got our preset there. Our top of descent is just ahead. Bear with me, I am going to request some winds, hoping for the best. All right, we do have uploading winds. That's good. That's the only, I don't know what SIBO and LevelUP pull from, but there are many times we don't get winds out of them. All right, so here we go. All right, burst constraint is rec at 15,280 knots. Oh, yeah, I'm on the right one. .ctaf KMIA 18.3. While I'm at it, all right, and then one. Okay, and we're not going out to, we'll put her in there. 7. Okay. Got all our frequencies in. Okay, we're 72 miles out. Let's go ahead. Plug 15. We're about ready to start our top of descent. Like I said, this was meant to be a short flight, so I hope y'all enjoy it. I'm a little tuckered out like normal from work, especially the first day back during the week. But we are doing fine. Alright, and real quick before the top of descent, I don't know how many of you... Okay, well, first off, we just had the verse of the day pop up. It's from the book of Job. And if you're going through a hard time, well, I'm going to tell you right now, Job, I'm not going to say is beating you, but would be a really good lesson. Lost it all. House, family, or kids, wife. I mean, ultimately, maybe that's never put in there, but it could be inferred. And health went downhill. And just have to read the book of Job. It's a really good read. Out of that book, though, as I said, the verse of the day, I'll put it back up there for you. It's found in chapter 11, 18. Through all of this book, there's three friends of Job that they're back and forth talking with him, you know, trying to tell him what's going on and all, and Job's really just not having it. Hang on a second, we're not descending. I saw the mark come up, but we are not going down. Real quick here, what's next? 11,000. Okay, there we go. All right, sorry about that. The airplane was just trying to be squirrely here. So that's just kind of a quick, you know, I really would recommend you read the whole book. It's a great read. A lot of great poetry in it that a lot of people attribute. But here's what our verse of the day is. And you will feel secure because there is hope. You will look around and take your rest in security. Zophar, one of Job's friends, is trying to console, trying to pep him up, and letting him know that God will make you feel secure because there's hope. You will look around and take your rest in security. And, you know, if you just kind of go through the whole book, it is an amazing read. So I do recommend that out of the Bible, Job. It's in the Old Testament, close to the Psalms. So, and the Psalms are always a great thing if life is treating you bad. I mean, no other person could better state it than David. Anointed king as a teenager, hunted by the current king, and wow, what a life that man led. Wouldn't want to be him. But he literally was the apple of God's eye. And he did it, it showed. Both through Psalms that David wrote and other texts from Samuel and all. That was the judge / prophet at the time. Okay, we're going to get back into the flight here. Like I said, it's a short flight. Transition level going through right now. All right, the seatbelt sign is on. Go ahead, turn the wing lights back on as we prepare for Miami. Oh no. Did I? How'd I do that? Or did it crash on its own? Huh. Alright, and I somehow turned off X-Pilot. Don't know how I did that. Huh, must have crashed and I didn't know it. Okay, real quick, ILS frequency, okay, 092. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before, so I must have somehow clicked on it. That is weird. Oh, there's 2-pack. It's the end of the standard arrival route. Huh. All right, we are firming up here. Next up, Romani at 8,000, Madonna 6,000, and we need to be down to 5,000. Tupac. Okay. All right, we're literally downwind our runway, which, by the way, is right there. If you're into predictions, time now to put one in. Exclamation mark the word predict, and then a space and a negative number. There's Miami. Okay, VREP's going to be 141 for this flight. We're going to go brakes 3.
Thousand to go. All right, we're going to start down to 3,000. $118.3. Okay, just wanted to make sure.
1,000 to go.
And Miami traffic, American 1741 on the ILS for 8 right. All right, here we go. All right, I got the runway in sight. Miami traffic, American 1741, approximately 5 miles out on the ILS, 8 right. Okay, last chance for predictions, exclamation mark, the word predict, space, and a negative number.
Feet stabilized. Missed approach altitude, sir.
Three-mile final, 8 right, Miami traffic for American 1741. Well, if we got bad landing numbers, I know why. Boy, I thought I put those down at 10,000. Alright, we are in the blocks, lights off, APU on.
Miami traffic, Delta 715 by 12 mile final for runway 9er, Miami traffic.
Sorry. Didn't want to cough in your all's ears. Alright, let's see here. Let's shut her down. Oh, that gets monotonous sometimes. Alright, so we're on APU. Oh. All right. People are getting off. We're here. Wow. What a flight. Great flight up until I forgot to set the landing flaps. I got them down to, I think, 20 and didn't take them to 30. So that will be probably our Achilles, what's going to hurt us.
Miami traffic, Delta 715, 5 mile, final runway 9er, Miami traffic.
All right, well, we had 299 by VAMSIS, good old Pegasus, and that got approved. I want to just look 255 points. Oh, landing. I thought for sure I bumped 1,000 feet every so often, but everything else looks good. So hey, all right, let's get down here to the landing departure. All right, according to the approach analysis, I think we hung in there pretty decent. Oh, this is pretty good. 1.5 Gs, 300 feet a minute. And yeah, this isn't bad at all. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm sorry, I was looking at VAMSIS. That's some pretty cool data they get. Anyway, let me get up here, remove some Toolkit. And let's start with Elevatech. All right, let's see how we did. All right, there's the departure, there's the arrival. I want to zoom really in on it, let you all see what I kind of know already. We landed about 1,700 feet down the runway and maybe 10 feet off the center line. So overall, not bad. Could be better. But anyway, 289, 148, 156 for improperly set flaps. So, and you kind of saw that when I was looking at the EFB. All right. All right, let's get our unofficial scorekeeper in here, Sim Toolkit. Okay, 170 feet a minute. Holy mackerel. 150 on this, or 47, 159. So the general consensus is 1.6 Gs on the landing. Hey, we woke them up from Mickey World. They had too much fun. All right, up here we go with the final data for the flight.
Miami traffic, Delta 715.
Just shy of an hour, 167 miles, and 2,000 kilograms of fuel. Overall, that part looks good. Let's see the details. All right, we were, well, this is, I was close, 10 feet left of the center line, but 1,800 feet down the runway. So, yeah, not bad there with that numbers. Just wish we would have got the flaps down to at least 20. But, oh well. Hey, we did good. Surprise, surprise, we made it. And glad you all could join. Again, Friday, join us. We'll be flying out of Singapore for Pan Am Virtual in the Fearless 737-200. Hope you can join us. Enjoy the flight. If you can't, catch us on YouTube. We're posting videos all the time. So, but really, thank you so much for being here. I know it's a short flight, short hop. But hey, it was fun. And just so people can see what I was talking about, not set landing flaps below 500 feet. Whoops. So overall, though, really a good flight. There it is. All right, well, we'll call it tonight. I hope y'all have had a great time. I know I have. It's always a nice relief to come in here, fly with y'all. That's, you know, where my fun is. Just being with like-minded people. And I hope y'all enjoyed the video on YouTube. And for those of you on Twitch, I hope you enjoyed it live. If you want to watch it live and you're on YouTube and you're able, generally 1700 Zulu is when we start up. Although it's not very uncommon to find me up and running earlier. So, but 1700 Zulu, Monday and Friday, is your best bet to catch us. And of course, just before the stroke of midnight, Zulu time Tuesday. Y'all have a fantastic night. And real quick, a rereading of the verse of the day. And you will feel secure because there is hope. Yes, there's hope out there, folks. You will look around and take your rest in that security. God bless you all. We'll see you Friday.
Attention all aircraft. Miami International Information Whiskey current altimeter 3038.